Okay, there we go. Hello there, chat. Whoops, I accidentally turned off the mic for a second there. Woo. Oh boy, a little loud on my end. We all good? I think we're good. I think everything's good. Oh, about to burn myself. That sounds like me. Hey Chad, how are we? Hey Xavier, howdy. Hey Pokemon or Pokemon. I can never do it. I can never pronounce it consistently. Sorry. Hey Louise, you're new. Good to see you. Hi, just bought your book. Oh, thanks. Hard time finding a way to get it to Brazil. Oh my. Brazil, huh? Yeah, I remember someone else was talking about it, and they were talking about the price and stuff because I guess of the exchange rate and things, and it wasn't looking good for them. So I said, "Hey, hear about the digital?" And they were so happy about that. But it sounds like you got the hard copy, so like that's extra thanks then. Really appreciate that. I hope you enjoy it. I definitely think it's a good read. All the people who read the digital have been having quite enthusiastic praise, so I guess that's something. Hey, Thens, good to see ya. Hey, Rapucha, yeah. Hey, John, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, boy. So let's see. How do I fight again? I don't need to fight for this. Oh no, wait. I need to break the wall things, right? So unless I can do that with magic, I guess I should just do this, huh? Oh, that's neat. I don't know if in the original Demon Souls they had a ceiling to this part. I think it was just open, and then the flame effects were up there, with no real idea. There's still a problem here because this thing does have the flame in the middle, like the other one had, which was sort of the important point to hint at. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be like an altar for the flame lurker, with all this kind of ritual fashion here. Yeah, look, there's not even really a lot of space here in this little corner, so yeah, this could be better. Otherwise, neat. Gosh, this is probably one of the areas I'm actually happiest with the redesign. Because the entire point of the temples is supposed to be this really ornate, artistic masterpiece of the builders. This kind of gets it across. And you see the idea of them using the power of fire and stuff to almost kind of meld and shape the area. And then you have this, which almost sort of evokes the dragon god itself. So, like, yeah. The Blue Point did a good job here. Tying the boss that made up of only regions for the AI to check. Looks beautiful. Yeah, I got the digital last year. Amazing read. Got the print version today. Looks beautiful. Oh my god, so you bought my book twice. Well, thank you, Louise. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm so happy that you enjoyed the read already. Like, really, I appreciate that. It's really cool to hear that. It's one of those things where it's like, goodness me. Like, people like double dipping because they love the digital version so much. They're like, you know what? I really actually do want this on my shelf. Like, that's just that humbles me. Oh, huh. Little hollow here, I see. Don't mind me just appreciating the design. Uh-huh. Yeah. I see. Well, I'm not getting that sword in this playthrough. Just call it a hunch. Oh no. There we go. Thank you. Oh. He moved his arm just to put it back. Hey, hi man, good to see you. I just watched Schindler's List. Cool. Did you enjoy it? It had a ceiling. It was just high up. Oh, is that so then? I recall people looking up and the flame effects being right there, but maybe I'm just remembering wrong. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, that's one of the things. If I do ever play with the original, I would love to play it with like a free cam. So maybe get it on an emulator, get a free cam version if I can, and then be like, okay, I can do what I do. What? Sorry. Dang it. Like this, and kind of just be able to kind of like freely look around at some of the old designs and stuff to get even more of a comparison. And who knows, that might be a good idea in case, you know, just hypothetically speaking, I were ever to come out with, like, say, a FOG archive and wanted to make sure that I did some personal research, so it's not just me using Let's Plays and screenshots and things like that as my reference points on the environmental storytelling. You know, just throwing it out there. Hypothetically, of course. Did you fight the Flame Lurker off stream? No, we did the Flame Lurker on stream. I can't remember when. It was a few episodes back, though. So if you check the playlist, it'll probably be like 2 or 3 episodes before that. I'm so off, want to cry. Yeah, I'm sure that's, Schindler's List is an emotional film, so. Well, I'm hopeful you can be able to laugh after watching me die to this thing. I want to say this doesn't hurt, but you never know. Oh no. Okay, so. You gonna turn your head, buddy? There we go. Man's like, I should have done this originally. He's like, why didn't I break those things earlier? Do I need this? No. Do I want it anyway? Yes. Yes, yes, look the other way. Are you done? Okay. Look the other way. Okay, so I have to assume he has to look this way in order. Oh. Whoop. Come on. Just wait right there, Mr. Titanite Boy. I'm a little busy killing a dragon. Oh look, the horn. I wonder why that's getting focused on. Also, the dragon is bleeding lava. Repeat, the dragon is bleeding lava. Thank you. Alright, so it wasn't first try, it was second try. This honestly wasn't that bad. I don't know if it's Blue Point doing better on conveying when the boss is, you know, not looking at you, but that was pretty straightforward. Ooh, there's stuff over here. I also like how the music changed. Anyway, let me look at this. Let me look at chat while we're here. If I flame, that'd be very interesting. I would throw money at it. If you need help with the emulator, feel free to ask me, by the way. Oh, no problem then. You will be the first person I ask when it comes to that type of stuff. Because you have truly proven yourself to me as someone that knows what you're doing and can provide me reliable data. Not saying the other people I've worked with haven't, but it's just... It's been great having you in this community and being able to consistently be able to answer my questions. This poor man. This poor dragon man. I'm trying to speed it up like it's the Dark Souls 3 frickin' cheat engine. Looks pretty cool what they did here with the, still has like the bleeding lava from some portions, but has that organization to it still. Yeah. I think Stonefang's one of the areas that Bluepoint did the best job at in terms of, updating to the modern generation of graphics. Dragon God's design looks pretty good too. I think it's slightly different, but it's still like, it still looks like when you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, that's Dragon God. The wings I don't remember being with so many holes in them though. Or is that from when the spear struck? No. Huh. Oh, that crystal lizard has a higher drop rate. Oh, the one by the second ballista? Oh, is that really so? So I could just come back and I can just keep on farming him for good stuff? Loki, thank you that you're so needed. Oh, is that so, I mean? Thank you. I'm glad to be needed, quote unquote. He punches a lot more in the original. Is that so, John? Did they adjust his AI a little so he's not as punch happy? I can't recall. Have you fought Storm King yet? No, Xavier. I haven't even beaten Old Hero. We're kind of stuck when it comes to Valley of Defilement. Well, not Valley of Defilement so much. Valley of Defilement's just a pain to explore. So that's not really a problem. The problem though is the problem is Shrine of Storms. It's like, oh no, everything is resistant to magic, and I am in all magic builds. Oh no, I can't just one-shot everything and move on. Man, dude, look at your breath. Wouldn't it be funny if I died at this part of the entire playthrough? Wouldn't that just be the bomb? Oh god, the head animation is so much better than the original. In the original, his head just awkwardly like freaking twitched. It felt like somebody like did it in like 5 minutes. This one feels so much more natural with the way it flows. Like, it actually looks like it's someone, you know, trying to move and trying to deal with its head. Alright. Dead Jim. Wait, my immersion! Part of its model is clipping through the back of its quote-unquote throat. My immersion, it's ruined. Yeah, now I can do, Area 3. You tell story game. I assume you mean game story, but yes. I'm very happy to talk about lores for these games, guys. Like I keep saying this every time, but I never would have imagined I'd be doing something like this. But I definitely do appreciate that. My raging hate boner against localization issues for Souls games has earned your appreciation, not just the localization aspects, but just the general story stuff. It's kind of funny. At least to me. Let's see. Let's go here. Archstone of the Flame Lurker Demon. Ages ago, a fire demon was imprisoned in an underground temple littered with the bones of dragons. Beyond the prison, in a sea of molten lava, are the resting bones of a dragon of unfathomable size. I don't think it was worded quite like that in that first line, but otherwise pretty good. And then, Archstone of the Dragon God Demon. The underground shrine was constructed both to worship and imprison the dragon god. The miners' ancestors were inspired to faith by the great dragon bones and paid their respects by maintaining the shrine with great care. Very cool. Also, gotta love these little, like, 2D animations. These have to be my favorite part of the game. But that's just me being an artist. I really took so much time to think how it is to be telling stories at the same time being colorblind. Yeah, being able to tell from soft stories, I think, is truly special. Oh, we don't have to go back to Nexus. I could just go straight to the next area. That's kind of cool. But let's go to Nexus anyway, because I want to drop off my stuff. Hey, girl. Also, I should probably level up.
I was worried sick.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm so glad you were. Oh my god, our farming. I forgot. Last stream was the farming stream. Oh no. We are set, chat. We're set for life. Searing Demon Soul. This is for Flame Lurker. I definitely like how Demon Souls are handled in this game compared to the others. Like, this one almost looks like a dragon with its wings and stuff. Okay, so we have all that. We can put this away. Anything else? No. So it's only the items we have here. This is if I ever want to go back to the Nexus. So we'll keep that. I'll run out of grass as we get through Area 3. So the question is, do I have enough stuff for several level ups? What's my level up? Souls required 25k, so I need a little bit more here. That's a little bit more, alright. Dragon. Oh wait, I should see, I can get magic from this soul. I shouldn't just waste this willy-nilly.
Bravo. Thank you for offering your demon souls. I cannot express my gratitude.
God, I love Andre's VA so much.
Oh, to have my wish granted at so
The Demon Souls designs are nice in this game. Exactly, Platy.
Thank you. You are a fine magician.
The new map shots are pretty good. Yeah, just overall, like the
new magic.
Like whatever you want to say about the remake, it's got polish to it. Like you can definitely tell. Like this is why I think that for all I complain about the arts, the art team and the art direction that the game went with, the actual people in the graphics team, the actual people going into story and stuff, because again someone had to decide that they're gonna bring back the localization at least to check it, even if they made some story decisions based on the old bad one and stuff like that. It's like, you know, they at least were trying and thinking about trying to make sure that they could polish the product so it was the best they can be, and I like that in devs. It's not just a job, right? Okay. Really? That's it? I could have swore you get a, doesn't Dragon God give you, like, frickin' like a fire spell or something? Am I messing up somehow? I could have swore there was a, not a Chaos Storm, a Firestorm spell that you can learn. Magic derived from the soul that fires a giant explosive fireball. This might fix our Shrine of Storm problem, because I can shoot a giant fireball instead of a giant magic bolt. We don't care for Poison Cloud. Fireball, though, that might be worth it. I'm gonna save it for now, see what, Am I thinking of Urbane? Does Urbane teach you Firestorm? If so, that's kind of funny, given how it gets associated with the Witches of Izalith in the next game with their shaman magic. Pyromancy.
Do you have further offerings?
You'd be able to confirm it, Urbane, if you looked my direction, you prick. Yeah, no, he just teaches you Wrath of the Gods, or I guess Wrath of God. Yep. It's like, Dragon God? No, real God is mad. Am I crazy? I could have swore. That comes from the Witch. You mean the Firestorm, spell, John? I could have swore there was one in Demon Souls. This is nagging me so badly. I'm like, am I crazy? Was there never a Firestorm in Demon Souls? I could have swore there was one from Dragon God. It's not like Freck's Apprentice will teach you it or some shit, right? Oh, by which you mean Yuria. Right, John, right. I'm crazy. I'm like, oh, yeah. Well, we got a saber then. Don't know if you saw it already, but the human form of the demons can be seen when they're dying. At least the knights, like Phalanx and Tower. Yeah. I showed that off in the first stream when we were doing Phalanx. I showed off Ulan and stuff. Yeah, it's a cool stuff. Though the localization still forgot to fix Ostrava's dialogue. It's not he. He just speaks royal with kanji. He's trying to say sono. Ah! It's not kare. Ay. That one's gonna annoy me. Like I've said before, the localization for Demon Souls Remake fixed half the localization issues of the original, which is, you know, it's a start. It's something. At least they acknowledged they fucked up and they were trying to fix some stuff. Why they didn't fix so many other things and instead decided, hey, let's fix Maiden in Black's old English dialogue. Move the apostrophes around and shit. I don't know why. But, whatever. I don't care for you, Patches. Let's level up instead. Yeah, sure. I'll touch the demon inside you, sure. If I remember right, we're stuck at the limit here. So now I'm moving into adding HP and stuff, so that way I don't die in one hit to everything.
Art thou finished?
Sure, I'm finished. I finished. Let's see. Yes, that spell comes from that witch you save. Yeah, okay, right. Cause Uria's is more about the intuitive spells, while Freck's about the formalized stuff. So he teaches you a formal fireball, and Uria teaches you how to let loose and let the fire hit the floor, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so let's save her. Archstone of the Tower Knight. Inside Bulatari's gates, where the streets intertwine, lies traps set by the much reviled fat officials, themselves living proof of old King Alon's madness. Yep. You don't like Adam Driver, Patches? I like Patches in all his iterations. My only problem with this Patches is that he doesn't have anything for me. We have dispelled the fog and can move on. Oh, now you're worried about that. Yes, Xavier, now I'm worried about my poor HP bar. I've already hit the limit on my magic power, and my int I don't really need right now. So we're gonna let my HP bar at least match my magic before I... Well, I don't know who was in that coffin, but they disintegrated now. If I recall correctly, these dogs don't ever escape, so it's a huge red herring, in my opinion. Because it's just like, wow, when are they gonna break free? But then Bloodborne happens, and they always break free. There we go. Stupid war dogs. Ah! Alright, fire spray it is. I'm doing Elden Ring controls. I am so boosted. Excuse me. The Storied Warrior Soul. Do I have the key to enter Bjor's area yet? I know I don't have the one for this. Yeah, this is locked. And I don't think I have the full Fat Official set. I have to go back and grab that. But I think we need to kill some of the Fat Officials here, and I'll get that stuff. Now let's just make sure I don't have Bjor's thing already. Because Ostrava hasn't moved on yet, so... I'm a fan of Patches in general, but the Adam Driver design is just kind of weird looking. Doesn't look like Patches to me for some reason. I'll be honest, I don't have problems with Patches specifically as far as his looks go. I have a problem with the general art style being like everyone has fat face. In the original game, everyone's kind of thin. Like, you kind of just look at it, like, everyone kind of looks like they're kind of thin, almost scraggly. And then you got frickin' the remake, and they're like, everyone has to be, what's the word? Oh, whoops. You done? There we go. I was like, it's much easier to just hit these guys. Anyway, then you got the remake, and everyone's just got fat face. It feels like they all decided they need to put on a few 100 pounds before they got on set for this game. We need the key then, so that has to be in Area 3 if I recall correctly. Oh wait, I need items equipped here. What would be good? Let's do basic. And then we'll save these. A little simple, but it works. God, I love this fountain. It looks so good, chat. Boletaria also mostly looks fine, besides everything being gothic. Like, if they just didn't decide they were going to just change the architectural style to look more like Bloodborne, something from Bloodborne, I think it would be perfect. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember there being all these coffins and stuff around here. Again, I could be wrong. Maybe they were in the original, but... that was foreseeable. Dregling shield, oh no. Oh no! He got to move thanks to the cutscene. I feel cheated. Thank God my character decided to stop moving while this was all happening. That blood looked awful. Come on, Remake. You can do better. Dead Space Remake is the same thing. I guess effects are just too hard to process right now with the good graphics. You kind of have to choose one or the other. Oh! I see, that's the trick, huh? There we go. Oh! I did kill you. That's nice. I thought I lost you. Let me at him! Let me at him! I can take him! Also, thank you. Man, imagine being soul-starved and yet you have a piece of an archstone on you. Man, it feels like feels like what people expected Bloodborne to be like. You did not just use grass on me. Let's see what Fire Spray can do. Can't aim for anybody, though, from this range, because I forgot the lock-on in this game is Garbo. Moving on. Alright, where's the assassins? Where's the king's spies? I'm waiting. I'm ready for them to frickin' screw... Ah! What was I saying? Frickin' screw me over. Come on. Come on, man. Okay, that damage is a little low. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I can dig the design. It's a bit different from the original, but it's okay still. It still has that feel of... yeah. It's one of the better designs. Most of the enemy designs in Boletaria, besides Fat Officials, have been pretty okay. Blue Knight Gauntlets. Oh my, we have remake armor. Let's go the other way then, so we can climb over to that guy. Oh no, this is the way. Hello? Ow! Ow. Alright, let's see. Patches looks very strange in the original. His face is like all those. The Vagabond of Cheese. Hello. It happened. I never thought it was possible. But my crown has fallen. My people abandoned me. My kingdom has fallen. My family dead. I drink cheese whiskey to numb the pain I hear. Their screams, their faces, all of it. I have become a vagabond now. The Vagabond of Cheese. Well, that really sucks, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. Hope it gets better for you. I'll be rooting for you to retake the throne. Just started a rebellion, Smile. Jeez. The carts are there, but they don't have coffins. They have bags of materials and wood such. Yeah, that's what I was thinking then. Again, this goes back to my point that one of the problems with Bluepoint's art team and design is that when it came to From Software properties, they looked pretty much only at Bloodborne, and they said, let's just make everything Bloodborne. And thus the Bloodborneification began. Well, I was trying not to make this place even more destroyed than it already was. But, well, that changed instantly. I think we got everything, right? We didn't miss anything? Yep, I think that's it all. Oh, I didn't get that. Let's, thank you. These guys can come after me, Neil. Alrighty! Mr. Corpse, I'm coming for you! I was waiting for, like, the spy to, like, come back from the dead or some shit. Hello there? Full moon grass? Oh no! It's weighty. Oh no! Chat! Everything's weighty. There's nothing. Yeah, we can't go through here. Gotcha. Perfect. Oh. I saw that coming. There you go. Also, I was not expecting the fireball to still damage me and be there. I thought it would, like, break or something. Okay, you know what? We're gonna ward. There we go. That solved my problems. Oh. Oh, I see. They're stupid too. Ooh, another. Wait. Wait a second. A special knife made for throwing. Aim and throw horizontally toward target. Known for their inconceivably cruel design, these knives are often employed by spies in service of the king. Did they look like this in the original? I don't recall. Maybe it's based on a historical design, but I recall them looking like, Actually, no, because the regular throwing daggers are kunai, right? No, this looks like... Yeah, I remember the spies throwing knives looking like kunai. Now, I'm not opposed to them changing up the design. Actually, maybe I am, because I think those throwing knives are also used in Shrine of Storms to hint at the Eastern connection, so... Actually, yeah, maybe. No, nothing else? Okay. There we go. Again, the game needs to do more shit like this, where, you're basically either have to or encouraged to jump through stuff. Because I assume the idea was this guy comes out when you pass by and you go in here. You try to kill this guy, but then you're blocked over, and then so to get out, you have to use your jump over the ledge. Be kind of crafty. But no one's gonna do that. Because no one knows that it exists. They're like, vault mechanic? What vault mechanic? I've never heard of this vaulting you speak of. Thank you. Well, this is awkward. I was expecting the Red Knight there. There we go. I just needed one opening and I could do it. Also, I'm getting so... You know what, actually? I'm getting so much full moon grass, I need to start going through this crap faster. Oh. We also need to start adding magic stuff. Fresh spice, maybe? Does fresh spice still do me any good? Kind of. I'll be honest, I think I need to farm for more spice. Oh! I don't know how you hit me. Oh. I see. Oh no. Oh. Gosh, imagine if the lock-on wasn't garbage. Well, that's fine. Alright, I hear dogs. I'm scared. Oh no, it's the dogs down below, right? Okay, I should be fine. If it's just the dogs downstairs, we're good. Let's see. How are we gonna deal with this? Do I want to do another warding spell? No, I think we can take it. Yeah, he didn't do a fire spell, so we're safe. Yeah, the Iron Key Ring. Is that what I think it is? Let's see. Iron Key. They all look the same. That's the fun. Oh, that was great. Again, just giving a larger look at the Bulatarian cityscape that we don't get to explore, but we can see. Makes you think, yep, people live here. I think my biggest issue with the assassins is how much noise they make to human. Yeah, I can see that. You want them kind of feel like they're soulless forces that are here to just kind of kill you and then disappear into the shadows. I still think Bluepoint really wanted to remake Bloodborne and kept that energy going into remaking Demon's Souls. Don't know for sure, but the designs and the music choices really feel like it. The design, yeah, there's definitely some design choices that definitely are like that. Though, again, I think it's just generally, I think the problem was that it's just a bunch of Americans that come up with the most generic American schlock that from Hollywood they could possibly put out. And I think that's just it. I just think it just, they're talentless. I think that's what the art directors were. And they basically forced these artists to make really, really basic designs. I don't like the redesign of the assassins. What did they do to my boys? Yeah, like I said, I'm okay with it, but I agree. I like the original design, but I don't think the new one is bad. It's not one of those times where I'm like, okay, yeah, this looks completely off. It fits. In some ways better, because, you know, darker color and all that. Did they actually look at Bloodborne for inspiration? Makes sense. We don't know for sure. I always joke about the Bloodborneification thing, because it's one of those things where you'll just look at it and it's like, I see. These are people who really liked Bloodborne when they came to understanding FromSoft work, so they just basically made everything after Bloodborne. Oh. I think this'll work. There we go. Oh. Ooh, this is bad. Oh. Dang it, did it not hit the other one? Darn. Oh. Oh, and there's an assassin. Okay. Wait, did he just say die? Okay, you know what, Thens? I take back everything I said. You're right, this is awful. This entire design is awful. That voice line ruins everything. Soul-starved, mindless abomination acting on the instinct of what little it has left. My foot. Oh. Also, why did you go invisible for a second? Yeah, what is with all the noising? Is that what a trained assassin does? He makes loud exertions. I'm having more fun with this than I thought. Do we want to do that? What's our other options? Continuing with this guy. We could open the gate. Oh, this stupid... I almost fell off a ledge because of my moveset. I swear, I hate this move so much. It's how... The only way to balance an enchanted falchion is to make that one move be Garbo. There we go. Ow. I am... Oh. Almost had a Bloodborne moment there, guys. I was like, fighting for my life there. Let's pop a few of these, because we're gonna need more magic up ahead for sure. For sure. Okay, how the hell were you expecting anyone to get up there? Actually curious. How exactly are you supposed to get up there? I see little holes and things, which looks like they understood that, and at least were like, hey, there's a staircase there. But how are you supposed to get to that? Actually curious. Also, I'm not entirely convinced that the rocks there are perfectly integrated into the floor on that rooftop little there, that defense tower maybe, whatever you call it. Anyway. Uh-huh. That ring is used for Bjor, yes. Wait, no, that's the Bloodied Iron Ring key. Well, the enemies in Demon Souls don't really make noises besides breathing heavily, small grunts of pain, and that's about it. Yeah, in the original, for sure. Secret Throwing Daggers are a cut content weapon used by the assassins once a model for the weapon to use. That was made into a projectile weapon found in Boletaria dropped by assassins. Okay, so Secret Throwing Daggers are a cut content weapon used by the assassins once a model for the weapon used. Okay. That was made into a projectile weapon found in bullet drop by a set. Okay, so basically you're saying that basically they originally had a plan for the daggers to be actual full-on weapons, but then they made it into a throwing dagger weapon instead. The game has 4 projectiles: throwing knife, kunai, secret throwing dagger, and fire bombs. Gotcha. Kunai is only found in the Shrine of Storm, /sold by Grover. Okay, so it's completely separate. That's what. Okay. Okay. They use vaulting so little, and there isn't much indication of where to use it. I don't mind the indication thing, because it's one of those things where it's like, hey, explore. It should be one of those things where you're like, can I vault this? Oh, I can. The problem is, there's not enough of that. There's not enough of, especially in the early, one, they don't force it enough. So, like, Bluepoint in the remake did the smart thing. They made the tutorial where you have to vault, right? And they left a message on how to vault and all that. So it's like, oh, you know that's a thing. In the original, there was no vaulting tutorial. It was just kind of like, oh, I just dropped down this ledge, it's fine. This one's like, hey, no, you have to vault it. The problem, though, is that there aren't enough parts of the game. There are there are too many parts in the game where you go up to something and you're like, oh, I think I can vault this, and you can't. And there's really no reason why you can't. And that's sort of my general problem with the vaulting mechanic. I should be able to, for example, vault here. There's no reason I can vault that ledge, that ledge up there, but not this ledge here. Right? Except for the fact that, obviously, it would probably get me stuck somewhere or something like that. But again, you can design your level so that way that doesn't happen. You can have it where that, I don't know, has a small little, like, outside incline or platform or something, so I can vault there and then get back onto the main thing, right? Like, the point is, the game should give you as much freedom as possible to vault around. So that way you can condition yourself to always be checking for vault locations and seeing if there's new ways to explore. Which would be great, because, you know, it'd be really cool if, say, in Elden Ring, we had a thing where we had, say, a vault thing, especially if it's tied to your dodge roll button, so it's not something that can mess up with your jump. And you can be able to vault different locations and stuff, and that could add even more flexibility with how you explore. But no, they just let it die in Demon Souls for some reason. I don't know why. Wow. Thens, now that you pointed out the assassins making noises, now I'm noticing everyone making loud, obnoxious noises for no reason. It's actually kind of obnoxious at this point. Alright, so how much does this cost me? Oh. Again, garbage lock-on. Bloody hell. God, isn't that cool over there? Like an entire, like, building and stuff. And they actually included gates, so it actually logically connects. This doesn't happen in Bloodborne, by the way. Bloodborne, it's just, you put a fence there, and there'll be, like, a building with its doorways right in front of the fence, and you're like, how the hell does this person get out of their house every day? Like, you can kind of almost imagine that this is, like, an administrative building, a knight's barracks, like a city hall almost, like a mayoral place for the knights and stuff when they want to talk to someone who can then pass their problems up to the king. Like, God. See, this is the type of stuff I wanted to see more of in the remake to improve the environmental storytelling. Oh. Was not expecting that to work, but okay. Oh, a penetrating sword. That's cool. Oh. Oh no. I thought I was behind the gate. Oh no. Well. Nothing a little jumping around can't fix. This still works, right? Yeah. Just gotta avoid you. I struggle to watch the remake because of how much noise the enemies make. Like, why? Even the player makes so much noise. Why? Understood, then. Understood. Now you've made me aware of it. I think maybe in my first episode I kind of noticed it, but it wasn't that obnoxious. But now that we're here at this point in the game, it's like, oh my god, everything is just sounding like it's a siren. Having a Bloodborne moment fits, yeah. Let's see. I think we're good. No, there was another part I could drop down to, right? Let's do that and get that out of the way. Oh, what's this statue here? Oh, there's something here I didn't grab. Oh no. Oh no. There's more stuff I'm gonna be looking at. Uh-huh. Just gonna a statue of a queen with a baby prince, I guess? and the Globus Crucibus for some reason, even though there's no Christianity in this world, so the cross would have literally no meaning. Well, I think I found another problem I have with... Actually, you know what? The cross is used as a symbol in Boletaria, period, so never mind. It can work. Never mind. Actually. You gotta wonder if those birds are somehow an abstract representation of the dragons that once plagued this land. Just kind of had a thought. Why would you vault when you could jump over it? Well, here's the thing. Let's say that there was, like, I don't know, like a ceiling thing or whatever, so there wouldn't be a lot of room to jump, but there would be room to do the vault animation or something. That could be useful. Now, I agree with you. Jumping can, of course, trivialize some stuff like that. But let's say that there was, like, I don't know, just like a knee-high thing. It's like, okay, I could jump over this, or I could just keep running, holding down the circle button, the same as my sprint button, and I'll just vault over it instead, right? It just sort of has that smooth feeling that makes you kind of feel like you're more integrated into the world. You're not being like, okay, I gotta force a jump button, or walk around it, or something like that, right? I understand, though, why FromSoft doesn't include it, because there isn't enough incentive or reason to make levels work that way now that they have a proper jump in their other games. If you can call the Dark Souls games having a proper jump. Same with Bloodborne. God, someone's being loud and noisy. How do I get to that stupid item in the other place? I'm gonna have to look that up. And by that I mean, like, actually, like, look up from the area, not like, you know, look up a website or guide. Oh. Poor phraseology on my part. Oh. I didn't want to do that, but... Alright, let's go kill our friend. Can I stealth? Maybe? Possibly stealth? Maybe? Oh.
Soulstar fiends are after me.
Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. Ooh, I think I did that pretty cleanly. I could have easily seen myself dying in that situation. Especially when Ostrava showed up. But that actually ended up working in my favor. Yep, we'll do that.
A dead end? Then I'm done for. I'll never make it out alive.
Relax, mate. I killed him.
A dead end?
Oh, I didn't kill them. Imagine, like, thinking after 2 knights run up and die to me that you're gonna be able to take me out. Oh, I got the officials cap. Also, we're starting to hit cap, so we're gonna go back to home base because stuff is returning. Admittedly, it's mostly just me having to, like, eat a few spices, and I can probably forgive it, but no. We're gonna go back and drop off our stuff.
You saved my life. This is the 3rd time. I am truly indebted to you. This is all I have. But please accept it. Now I must go. My father, the king, awaits me.
Ah! He reveals the king is his dad. One dialogue early. Ree! And this makes the fact that they don't realize he speaks royal dialect even dumber, because clearly they understood by this line for sure. They picked up on the insinuations, and yet it never occurred to them. Ugh. Ree! Like I said, we're at the cap basically, so this will be it, and then holy hell, what is with all that grass? Okay, you know what? We're getting out of here. It's over. It's done. No more. It's done. I've done my due diligence. We shall now return to base. Ugh. I don't know how I'm getting up to where that other item is, though. Like, that's like, we have the cap, though, so I should pick that stuff up so we can do the Uria thing, right? Because... yeah, they all look the same. I think that's the one to open Bjor's Way. But I think Vens, you mentioned it's probably something different, quote-unquote? Like it's a bloodied key or something? Vaulting is better because it's cooler, and I like it. It's like, it's cooler, and I like it. Baby Ostrava. It's a dead end I'm done for. No, Ostrava cowering in the corner. Ah, I forgot about the gate part, yeah. Hey, Andy, good to see you. Boob Maker. Is this Demon Souls 1? This is the Demon Souls remake, not Demon Souls the original. I don't know any other Demon Souls 1. Hipsters are smoking pot up there. Alright, so let's see. How would I get there? I don't think I can get there that way. Maybe there's a ladder? I don't think I can get up there either. I think that's just there for flourish, but okay. Let's go back. Okay. Anything else we can add here? Nope. Okay. Moving on then. Back to base. So you have to add all the other official stuff to my inventory. And then on top of that, probably put away the larger grass because I don't need it. Maybe keep a few of the full moon grass. Hello, girly. Hey, buddy.
I was what he said.
Oh, I'm so glad you cared so much about me. Now listen, I gotta do this. Actually, no, I have late moon grass. I don't need full moon grass. I can put all of that away. A colorless demon soul. I actually don't know if I'm gonna want to keep this, so let's put you away. Take you out. Yeah, we're gonna still keep these. We don't need this many, though. Actually, I don't think we're gonna need any for this map. This is mostly for Valley of Defilement. Maybe Shrine of Storms, a few pieces. Soul Remains we can put away. I don't remember if anything can poison me or bleed me, so... yeah, so we're gonna keep that stuff. We're gonna put that stuff away. Night Sword, we don't care. Penetrator Sword. The penetrating sword for the penetrating knight. Or Penetrator. Okay. Secret Dagger. Right, we need the officials. Oh. Officials clothes. This is another thing I like, them adjusting it so you need the full official set instead of just the hat. Like, the hat is great for just, like, memes and stuff, but this definitely feels a little bit more believable in terms of us getting mistaken for an official.
Sometimes I stop and wonder,
how I ended up here. Why didn't I protect my wife and daughter, even if it meant being slain by demons? Please, forgive me. It's all in the past.
I do like that stuff about Demon Souls. There isn't really a big plot thing for Stockpile Thomas, right? You can very easily and quickly find his daughter's thing, hand it to him, and he loses it. But it's one of those things where it's kind of like, this is a character who kind of like, he still has the baggage, and it's going to stick with him for the rest of his life, and that kind of just lingers and hangs in the air in the background of all of this. It's one of the nice little poignancies in Demon Souls' writing that you don't quite get in the other games.
We are indebted to you.
Yes, 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 sure.
Oh, I can hardly believe it. The fact that I'm helping to save the world. Oh, Saint Urbane, Mbasa.
No forgiveness. Does the remake require the full set? Yeah. The original required only the headpiece, but they added the full set and they require it as far as I'm aware. Let's see. Have you seen Figma's action figures of Maiden in Black in the fluted armor? They're less than 6 inches. Less than 6 inches and they're full figures? I don't know. Are those worth it? They better be super detailed for how small they are. I don't know about that, Chief. Alright, let's see if I can have 2 level ups out of this. That's 12k. That's 8k. Seems like that's 800. So I should do it, I think, right? At least, that's definitely 1 level up. Okay, so we need a little bit more for the next.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
Mm-hmm.
Let strength be granted so the world might
Alright, so we want to now get to
find
27k.
May thy
I have more HP now than MP, so I think we can start adding, I think we start upping my MP again. I think we're at a decent level of HP. Yeah, just do this. Flame Lurker souls for weapon upgrades, right? Is there any weapon I want for my build? I already have Enchanted Falchion, so I actually don't know. I guess I'm gonna keep it in case I need it for, like, upgrading this weapon further or something, I guess. But we're so close. Okay, we'll save Bjor, probably get enough souls from that, and then come back to Maiden. That's what I'm thinking. Hey, Adolphus. I'm here, finally! It was actually socializing with people over call. Cool, good to know. Online, human interaction is positively stimulating. 6 inches can be cool. There's good Star Wars 6-inch figures. Is that so, John? That's good to know. Socializing with people verbally, with voices? I agree, Platty. What is this verbalizing that you speak of? This socializing through words and calling? I don't know. I thought that the only way you could properly communicate to someone was through a chat. Just a little chat window. There we go. So much full moon. Yeah, Iron Key works. There are so many keys. We're heading down into the dungeon, chat. There he is. Oh wow, he didn't know. And he's dead. Bloody Iron Key. Now we got the bloody key you mentioned, thens. Heavy key encrusted with dried blood. I prefer saying Demon Souls facts till people get bored of me. I prefer abstract gestures and grimaces, bloody. What's this from software and taking out people's eyes? I don't know. Miyazaki really likes eyes. He thinks they're pretty. That's an Eye of the Somnium Files reference, by the way. Because I know no one's going to pick that, something that that vague for me up. I use the key. Just gotta fumble through these keys. I'll free everybody. Oh, well, storied hero? Well. Nothing in here, huh? Oh, that's cool. Little sewer, little grate thing here. A renowned hero. Okay, I probably gotta add this to my Boletaria analysis, because I never paid attention to if there was anyone else locked up with, locked up in these cells with Bjor, but now I can kind of say, like, okay, it's not just Bjor, it's also other people. Bjor's just the last one alive. You gotta wonder, what are they feeding Bjor in here? He's been locked up for, like, 5 years, and he's still in fighting form, too.
Who goes there? Ah, you killed that blooded sluggard for me. I'm called Bjor, the elder of the Twin Fangs of Boletaria. I thank you. You deserve a handsome reward.
Wait.
And I have none.
I was looking for Bjor. Why is Baldwin here?
Go on ahead. I shall sleep a while.
Give us the Demon Souls fact of the day, then. One Demon Souls fact every day. My dog is transcending her body with scratches behind the ears and rubs on the head. That should be every dog's dream. True transcendence, to become a great one through pets. Bluepoint needs to remake Dark Souls. Looks like they did a decent job so far with this game. Yeah, I feel half and half. Graphically, I agree with you, Andy. Looks great. Really good job. Art style-wise, half the designs are shit. Absolute downgrade. But if Bluepoint gets better art directors, then sure. I was watching a Let's Play of that. I finished the first game, and I still didn't get that reference. You said you were watching a Let's Play, and you said you finished it, but you didn't get it, huh? Well, Xavier, I can't help you there. Let's just say there's lots of eyes in that game, and there's a certain character who really loves them. He thinks they're pretty, thinks they're neat, wants to have them. Demon Souls fact of the day, double-winged hot girl, commonly referred to by a Sparkly event, is called Voice of Heaven. This is not the name of a character, just describing the event. Oh, I remember. You asked me to translate that. So if you watch a Crest video that says that's the internal name of the character, it's wrong. Aw. Crest made a mistake. That's sad. I don't want a Bluepoint Dark Souls. I want Bluepoint to remake Bloodborne. It's clear the art direction that they'd excel at. I just posted links to the figures in the From Software part of the Discord. I gotta check that out then, Pokemon. That's gotta be great. Anyway, my question still stands. Why is Baldwin here? What happened to Bjor? What did they do to my good old favorite knight Bjor? Was Bjor voiced by Baldwin's VA in the original game too? It kind of seems weird that they would recast him for this, considering it's so obviously the same actor. There we go. Tower Knight Shield, right? Yeah, Tower Shield. There we go. We have the Tower Shield. Yeah, we have our friend here. Are you referring to the ex-mob boss? X isn't dead? I will not confirm or deny for anyone else who might be playing the game. Let's see. I'd love to see Dark Souls remade too, but I'm not sure about Bluepoint doing it. Again, I have no problem with Bluepoint in themselves doing it. Like I said, my problem is specifically with the art direction stuff, so if they can get that cleaned up, I don't know if they hear that criticism coming from people, but if they do hear it and they take it to heart, I'd appreciate it. Because again, I think wasn't there a dumb comment though one of the devs made about how, well, Demon Souls didn't have much detail, so your mind fills in the gaps and makes it look better than it did. It's like, bitch, what do you think this is, the PS1 era? It's like, no. This is freaking PS3. The graphical fidelity was more than enough when it came to detail. Anyone can look at screenshots of the original Demon's Souls and be like, the problem isn't the detail on the models. You could totally translate that to a modern high graphic game. And you know how I know that? Because you can look at Made in Black, and you can be like, oh, that's Made in Black. You go from the original, you see the remake, and you're like, yeah, that's just Made in Black with higher graphical fidelity. So yeah, they could totally keep the art style of the original game while improving the graphics. There didn't need to be that much creative interpretation there. Oh. Right, this should be safe. Bloody Iron Key. Might need to note the Bloody Iron Key for the tower, too. Yeah, I gotta put that in my notes for stuff I might want to update for my Bulletaria analysis. Okay, this is actually the proper way. What's the other path, though? Is that just a dead end? Oh yeah, it's just a dead end. Okay, I didn't even notice. Alright, use the key again. Now this I always find interesting, because they added a waterfall for the Lord's Path that wasn't there before, but if I recall correctly, this was a river thing. I don't remember it originating from over here, though. I have to double check the screenshots in my post to see if we saw anything like that. Huh. Yeah, this tower, though, I remember. Though it's got more windows than I remember. How does this place keep dark? Though the windows are kind of broken. That's kind of neat. Yeah, that's fine. I see. Uh-huh. If I remember right, these were both female corpses in the original, right? Yeah, this was Ring of... Or maybe they were just generic corpses, but they had these items that definitely associate them with female corpses. Yeah, Ring of Magical Nature and Ring of the Accursed. So these would both be stuff you'd associate with witches. So it'd be like, okay, so you have witches being brought here to be tortured and other things. Other unspeakable deeds done to them. Alright. And then there's, where is he? Yeah, there's our buddy. There's our buddy, our pal, our friend. Dude, let me up. I'm one of you. Look, see? Daddy, I'm dressing like a commoner. Oh, that's cute. With the laugh and stuff. Daddy, I feel so bad. I'm dressing like a commoner. Oh, wait. Did I not bring the... I forgot to bring the pants. I could have swore I took them out of the storage. Whatever. We're going back then. Well, getting use out of this. There are no female corpses in the original. Okay, yeah, so they had to represent it using the items to indicate it. It's like, okay, we're using these rings associated with witches and stuff, so okay. Because I remember it was either one or the other. It was either the items or the corpses themselves, but I couldn't remember if Dark Souls was the first to create female corpses or not. It was. Bluepoint did a great job with graphics, but missed the cues with art direction, and it's a great case study of the differences between the two. This is very true. The details of the environments were lacking, not the characters. Yeah, I would agree. You could definitely probably add more details to some of the environments and stuff from the original. That was definitely an area that could definitely have been improved. And I think the Bluepoint did. It's just that some of the architectural style changes. So again, some of the artistic changes they do was like, you didn't need to change that. Is the other path the secret one? Or is that another back alley? Oh, there's a secret path there? Is that it? Oh, right, because Penetrator armor is, like, down in this area. Isn't that right? This game is just, it's nice. Not too big with enough story. I think it's why it's remained one of a favorite Souls game. Weird to think of a Souls game as a comfort game. Yeah, I think Demon Souls holds a special place in the Souls lineup. Crest makes a good amount of mistakes. Sadly, I like his videos. I just don't like being, being given improper credit and having the information I find to be used incorrectly. Crest recently did a thing trying to compare Gwendolyn and Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 Gwendolyn, which I get it, right? Because the idea is like, look at this, it's such a detailed model in the original, and this one, look, it's such an undetailed model. It's got these muddy textures, and I'm like, but that's the that's intentional. Like, it's a terrible comparison. Like, there's tons of, like, believe me, I've looked very closely at Dark Souls 3. There are tons of boss models and things you can complain about with Dark Souls 3. Gwendolyn's helmet and staff, his crown helmet and staff, those are not one of them. Those are supposed to be muddied and look rough and stuff. That's kind of the point. You forgot your pants. No pantsu for you. I forgot my panties.
I was worried sick.
Need to take my panties out of storage. 1 second. Yep,
We
Ay,
are engaged.
ay, ay. Come on. Come on, man. I'm so close. Wait. You both are not supposed to...
King Allant led Boletaria with a round table of the bravest knights. The noble twin fangs, Valafax and Bjorn. Alfred, the Tower Knight. Metas, the Penetrator. And the brave tribesman Longbow Ulan and his fearsome legions. But today, Boletaria is an abysmal mess. Valafax was lost, and Bjorn slipped through the fissure, never to be heard from again.
What? But he's right there.
All the rest, along with Boletaria, are either devoured by the fog or fallen afoul of the demons. The Boletarian knights are no longer. But perhaps our age will see the rise of new heroes, such as yourself.
Okay. Someone tell me, is this a glitch? Tell me this is a glitch. This could not... Or did this happen in the original, too? Was this actually something that happened? Like, what? What? He's right here. You could talk to him. He's still alive. What are you on, Ostrava? Did that Dregling merchant sell you the wrong grass? But Dark Souls 3 Gwendolyn is just a repurposed Prince Lothric, isn't it? I think someone has overlaid the models, but I'm not sure if we've confirmed if it's literally the exact same. I wouldn't be surprised, because the idea is that Lothric and Gwendolyn share the same VA. So I wouldn't be surprised if they share exact same model, at least underneath it all. Shadoff messaged me about that video, Lamau. Is that so? Saying the same thing you are. Like, it makes sense why it looks worse. Also, the model is much larger in Dark Souls 3. The detail, isn't just there. Yeah, the thing with the model with Gwendolyn is you can't be like, oh no, see, it's all blurry. Because if you look, like, at the clothing details, those are incredibly detailed and sharp. So, like, yeah, it's obvious that they were like, hey, we want this to look muddier. Because, well, the idea is that he's been corroded. So the clothes are black, by all the dark sludge and all that stuff. The helmet and stuff have kind of, like, corroded away. NPC states in Demon Souls are weird. That's in the original. Okay, good to know then. This literally makes no sense. Because if you go by dialogue, they never meet up again. But Ostrava clearly has dialogue here that he doesn't react to the new state with Bjorn. I thought it was that the game was set so that way when you save Bjorn, Ostrava's no longer at the Nexus, but he is. Like, this hurts my brain. Let's see. So Platy, I swear there's so much rumor and conspiracy about the original version of Dark Souls 3. Supposedly Aldrich was originally supposed to be eating Prince Lothric, and that's why he's in that state. I'll just say this, Platy. I have no idea about that. Maybe that's the rumor because they say that, again, Gwendolyn and Lothric share a model, which, again, I'm gonna just assume that's true because... when has consensus in the community ever been wrong? Am I right? Anyway, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if people are just like, hey, it looks like Lothric's model, therefore it must have originally been planned to eat Lothric. I would not say that. Again, From Software is a very meta company. They could have easily just used the model because, you know, it's the closest model and they don't want to make a completely quote-unquote unique model for a character whose face is mostly going to be obscured by their crown. And then, on top of all that, you also have to consider the fact that, what's-his-face? Lothric ends up being related to Gwyn via Guinevere, much like Gwendolyn, so you can kind of make a justification for the visual similarity. So, like, again, it's one of those things where it's not, like, completely unfounded. That, you know, identical nephew, right? I think that's the relation Gwendolyn and Lothric have. Yeah, that dialogue's in the original. No, I don't mean the dialogue, Platty. The dialogue I know is in the original. I mean Bjor and Ostrava being here at the same time while Ostrava has this dialogue string. Like I said, I thought it was supposed to be where Ostrava automatically moves on, and so they never meet at the Nexus. The dialogue is acting like they have it. The dialogue's acting as if Bjor is not literally right here in front of him. Anyway, we should talk to Bjor too.
Our great king was a magnanimous leader. He was stolid, spirited, caring of his subjects. He fought valiantly against the vile and depraved. The seditious claims that our Lord brought this scourge upon us, they could only be fabrications woven by jealous conspirators. That must be it. It must be.
Like, it's those damn foreign scribes. They're writing all these awful, terrible things about His Majesty and causing propaganda. There's no way Valorfax actually said, nah, mate, the king's kind of crazy. Can you guys go in and stop him, please? I'm about to die. Lothric is, Gwyn's uncle. No, that ain't true. That ain't true, Andy. That I know. When has consensus ever been wrong? Looks at the celebrity Vernon being called Filthy One for years. Let's see. Yeah, FS, From Software using assets 100% tracks with how they operate. Yeah, they do it all the time. Like, we have to... I'm thinking of writing a commentary called Miyazaki's Playroom to kind of explaining a concept that I think I've talked about this before, right? Well, I've talked about the Playroom and my own personal experience and stuff and how that relates to me understanding what Miyazaki does when he goes through these games and develops them and all that. And I think it's a concept I really kind of want to, like, put into writing for people because I think it's something worth adding to the discussion on how we are supposed to look at these games and the level of abstractions we sometimes need to make in order to kind of put ourselves a distance against what is a game and game resources, game models, versus what is the lore and the content. This would be a perfect example. Because whether it's a glitch, whether it's absolutely mechanically sound, this obviously is something where we kind of have to, like, disassociate as a possibility for the sake of any sense of continuity here.
I heard an odd piece of news from a merchant Dragling. He claims that the son of the king, Ariona, has come to Boletaria alone. Ariona is a wise and kind soul, almost too kind. He would not be safe in this accursed land without protection. If you find Ariona, you look after him. Tell him to return to the Nexus immediately, and that Bjor of the Twin Factions will look after his eyes.
Yeah, there's this knight with this certain description. Oh my god, that sounds just like the prince I was guarding while we were outside before I came into this godforsaken place. Hey, if you ever find him out there, tell him to come back. Yeah. Sure, Bjor. I found him. Told him to come back. My canon! My continuity! I'm just not feeling that Bjor voice doesn't seem like it. I agree, Vens. I'm like, this is Boldwin. This is not Bjor. This is Boldwin with slightly less gravel. He doesn't feel... I get what they were going for, because Boltwin's VA does have that hearty feel to his voice, right? He has that gravitas to make you feel like, yeah, he's like a old uncle that really feels like, you know, he walks up to the campfire with his big old belly and goes, ho, 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 you know, that type of thing. But, like, yeah. No. Just doesn't work for the idea of this amiable but strong and impressive knight. And somewhat comedic, too. Let's see. Yeah, not a bad thing, just very consistent in how they reuse and repurpose things to be efficient. Yep, very true. I can't remember when it happened, but in one of Acer's videos, he was talking about his guesses for Elden Ring, and he got a lot of it just because it was a classic FromSoft writing. Yeah, like, pretty much everything Acer said in his I think it was his Bloodborne commentary, and he was just making an aside about how, there's these same factors. And a lot of these he derived when he was talking to me and stuff, because I was explaining to him about stuff like the stagnation in Dark Souls and things like that, right? And this is where Acer was really getting into it when he was connecting it to stuff like his Silent Hill content and things like that with Kagare and stuff. And it just is one of those things where you notice the tropes that Miyazaki likes to play on. And it's just one of those things where you can look at what his previous works are, and you can almost predict which ones he's going to start reusing in his next game, because he still has that bug, right? And he has to work through that bug in his head about those different ideas and how they will apply to his next universe. Like, you see that, of course, with Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3. Bloodborne's a great game on its... Bloodborne's a great game, has great ideas, explores a lot of them really well. And Dark Souls is a great game with great ideas that explores them on its own very well. But it's very clear when you're going from Bloodborne to Dark Souls 3 that Miyazaki's like, you know, there's a few things about blood that works in Bloodborne that I kind of want to explore in Demon Souls. Like, what happens if, say, blood, which is the medium of the soul in Dark Souls, is drunk out of a cup, you know, like what we have in Bloodborne, right? Because Bloodborne, it is kind of the soul, and it has to do with the physicality and the dreams and, you know, the arcane and all that, and the cosmos. Well, that doesn't really necessarily exist the same way in Dark Souls. So, well, if I do this, and, ooh, I can connect this to Artorias and Fawn, like, you know, like, obviously he's mixing it with all the other Dark Souls ideas, but you can you can very clearly feel the Bloodborne hand in the shadows behind Dark Souls 3. Alright. We're going back. I can talk more to you guys while killing things. I think the voice I really like in the remake is the Dragling Merchant. Yeah, he does great. Elden Ring also has a lot of Yui's themes he's used in DS2. Tanimura, right? I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. I haven't finished Elden Ring, but thinking back, yeah, there's a few things. The thing with Dark Souls 2, and where I think it really sort of, as I've always said, Elden Ring is like, I think I said this like pretty much since like the first like trailer, outside of like those teasers that were coming out for like years on end. When like the first proper trailer came out, and my first thought was, oh, this feels like it's gonna be Dark Souls 2 too, with the open world and all that. And I feel like I'm pretty justified in saying that. Like, it really does feel like Miyazaki looked at Dark Souls 2 and said, yeah, I can do that, but better. And then he did. From the very concept of, hey, let's have a cross-continental journey adventure and the whole focus is on you becoming the Lord. What does it mean to be a king? Who should you be king for? What are those implications? So yeah, I can agree. There's probably some of those Dark Souls 2 themes laced in there. Alright, dude. Can't you tell? I'm you. He's like, oh! He's wearing the right pants! Must be legit. Just changed in front of me. Hey, buddy. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am a true and proper...
What do you want with me?
True and proper official.
Brutes, no mercy.
Oh god, I forgot Yuri is wearing the Party City outfit.
There are no secrets here. Only a tired, emaciated frame.
But that's the best part! Alright. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh wow, that didn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it would. Witch in the tower. She's been saved, chat. I've saved Yuria. So let's see. You don't recognize me still in the hat, right?
Do as you wish. There are no secrets here.
God, I really can't get over this Party City Halloween costume she's got on. What is this? What happened to my witch in rags? Patched together rags to barely form something resembling clothing. Oh, whoopsie, wrong thing there. Alright, so we can put the rest of this stuff away. I want to put a lot of this. I got definitely putting this away. And this late moon grass I might want to put away because holy heck, that's a lot of weight. Alright, anyway, back to normal.
Heavens, you came to save me.
Yes. Oh god, I hate that outfit. What did they do to it? Why?
With a little rest, I can soon.
Yeah, ER is pretty much DS2 too, which it shouldn't surprise me if DS2 DLC themes sneak into ER DLC. You never know.
You go on ahead. I do not wish to be a dead weight.
Uh-huh. Is that so, my friend? I'll be honest, I'm actually kind of impressed with all these windows and stuff. The lighting still feels relatively realistically dark. Yeah, real cool. I don't know if this is ray tracing or whatever, but really neat. Because I know water isn't ray traced, right? They didn't do ray traced reflections for the water and stuff. But I'm kind of curious if the rest of the lighting is. Whew. Moving back on. Yeah, then I cannot stand Yuria's new design. Again, this is where I talk about half the designs, great. Half the designs, shit. Utter dog shit. And I feel so bad for the artists that were told to make them like that. Oh, I didn't see this way before. Oh. Oh, I see. This is the secret passage. That's the way to get to Penetrator. Well, the armor, I guess. Well, we're not doing that ever, so... Let's see. We'll go a little farther because I want my level up, so let's try to get 3k more. Come on, get over here, bozos. Oh my. Game. Oh no! They sidestepped! To get out of formation. No, be sand people. Be in single file. There we go. Nice. What are you doing, Ostrava? Where are you going?
My father, the king, awaits me.
He's in the other direction, you moron! I swear, you truly are a prince. You don't even know how to get anywhere. You don't even know the layout of your own kingdom. You never left your castle, did you? Unless it was in a carriage. I swear, I'm gonna be paranoid about him getting himself stuck and killed by something every time now. Where do those assassins jump down from, by the way? Wait, Ostrava? Ostrava? Wait, you just decided you were gonna come down this little alleyway for no reason? What is wrong with you? Ugh, I hate him. I hate babysitting the frickin' prince. Dead weight, Devil May Cry reference. I think you put things away from your inventory. Yes, Xavier, I know. Again, to reiterate, I'm trying to keep as close to the original experience of the game as possible, so to kind of have a gauge of how much did we need this quote-unquote quality of life feature where you have to go back, where you don't have to go back to the storage place and drop off all your stuff, rethink your build or whatever. How much does that, how much can I keep to the original without annoying me? And I'll be honest, I think there was no problem with you having to go back to the Nexus for shit. The problem was the load times. Because so far, I haven't really had much of an issue where it's like, oh no, I'm hitting my inventory limit. I gotta go back. Like, you can afford to get rid of stuff. Oh, speaking of, time to go back and get rid of stuff. Let's kill a few more things to get that, what was the, okay, I need another 1,500, so. Oh boy, gotta kill 14 more of you. Let's go over here. Ow. That hurt. Oh, whoopsie. Sorry, buddy. Oh, the lotuses are a thing? Right, you guys dropped that. That's your thing. I haven't really had much issue with bleed, though, so it does feel a little weird. Oh. Okay. There we go. Alright. We done? Is that enough? Still need a little bit more, so let's climb up here. Maybe I'll be able to find my way to that, that other item on the roof. Good night. See ya, Vens. Great having ya. Sleep well, my prince. Vens is the true prince of this game. I don't know who Ariona is. He deserves to go to the orphanage. It's a shame that none of the Knights of the Round Table, Alfred and Ulan and Metis, they don't really have a lot of lore, though I guess it conveys enough and ultimately serves to flesh out things. Yeah, yeah, Ulan's the only one that has any, like, super significant lore attached to her. The rest of them are kind of just like, oh, this is a great famous warrior. Okay. Here's their characteristic weapon they used. Okay. And that's pretty much it, right? Which, like you said, it's fine. It does what it needs to do. For the story and all that. But it doesn't really help flesh out the actual round table that well. But my personal take as far as, like, the knights and stuff is, I think the mythology surrounding them in relation to how Allant thinks of them with the demons that are created is a lot better than pretty much anything else we could have gotten, so. Thank you. Someone said dead weight and heroing intensifies. Ay. Why am I doing this when I have a frickin' stone? Well, I'm already halfway there. May as well go. I'm not that lazy. But yeah, so far, navigating this game has not been that bad. Like I said, I'm starting to get to the point where I do have stuff where I need to drop off, but that's mostly because I have my inventory full of crap, like the officials cap and stuff. If I dumped that, I would have been able to go a little longer. Okay, Nexus it is. Let's drop off all the unnecessary bullcrap. And then we'll level up.
I was worried sick.
Oh my god, you're worried sick every time I'm gone for a second. We don't need that, we don't need that. Oh, we don't need that. Oh, we don't need that. Actually, you know what? I want to... Where is it? There you go. Oh. There we go. A colossal shield used by the Tower Knight, one of Bellatar's great heroes, said to warn off all forms of malice, but it's incredibly heavy and nearly impossible to handle. All forms of malice. What do you know? Mm-hmm. Reduces magic damage and fire damage by a lot. Very interesting. Alright, putting it back. Yeah, put this stuff away. We have not had any problems with bleed, so we're doing this. Yeah, these are all weightless, so no problem there. We're going to put away Widow's Lotus and Noble's Lotus, because I just don't think there's anything worth keeping them for right now. This needs to go away. I don't think we need... I'll be honest, I just don't think we need Late Moon Grass. We can put that away. It's just taking up inventory space. Ooh, I like the Ring of the Accursed design. Then lures enemies into attack its bearer. Once fastened to the ring of criminals, making them constant targets of stones and spit. Very appropriate. We don't care for this ring for ourselves personally. Cat Ring. Though it decreases damage sustained from high falls, it cannot exceed a mere ring to protect your life against drops from too great a height. No problem on that front. Dropping in this game is not an issue. Oh, I have the Cling Ring still attached, even though I don't need it. It's a waste. What do I equip instead? Yeah, sure. He says while I proceed to not pay attention to him. Raises magic power, lowers magic defense. Yeah. That's why I'm not one-shotting some enemies. I'm like, wow, I'm like just barely missing out on the top. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. Let's see. Yep, I can now do this. Yep.
Hello there. You rescued the sorceress from that tower. I express my gratitude.
Oh.
There can be no excuse for such ill treatment of an innocent. The king would be proud.
Huh. I recall that dialogue not being that simple in the Japanese version. So I feel like they might have just left it as it is in the original game and didn't adjust it. Because that feels like something the original localization would have done. I do not think that's something that would have, Yeah, I feel like there's a few nuances missing there. Anyway, let's find Yuria. Hey, buddy.
Bravo. You have brought more demon souls to me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. You are a fine magician. Let me pass.
Oh god, we're talking about this.
Human potential.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
That witch Yuria is quite a compelling woman.
Is that so?
She uses a different type of magic than I.
Alright, I think I'm going to retreat to my chambers and enter my dream world. Maybe tease my followers of possible DLC, rub it in their faces, incite debates, and a fan art for the true evil. Well, no problem, Adolphus. See ya.
I still have much to learn.
Wait, did they really change that line? The man's like, God, I wish I were a woman.
He has power over vile, murky.
Oh, now you're talking about... Did they really change that line? God, I loved it. I loved it when him and Cornix are like, gosh, women. They got all the perks with magic. I wish we were women.
Hello again. You saved me from great agony.
Uh-huh.
I am sorry, for I cannot offer proper thanks. But should you have demon souls, I can teach you magic. Only my witchcraft is of a dark nature, and arouses suspicions.
No problem, lady.
Why not try the magic of the great sage Freyg? Are you certain you
wish to learn witchcraft.
Yeah. So I'm talking to you.
It would honor me to assist one such as you, but are you sure?
Okay. There we go. I see. I have to make a choice. Magic Devour from the Soul. It creates a large flame at caster's fingertips. Extreme primitive. I see. So this is a point blank spell. That's interesting. It's right. It's ignition. So it's the same thing as how do they call it in Dark Souls? Not spark. I forget what it is, but it's the same as the pyromancy in Dark Souls. Can't remember exactly what it's called. I don't think it's ignition, is it? Because that's what it basically means, like ignite, ignition, that type of thing. Firestorm. Do I want this? This could be good against bigger bosses, but what am I going to be using it against? I'm not going to use it against Old Hero. I'm not going to use it against Storm King. Well, actually, maybe I could use it against Old Hero. That might be good. Combustion. That's the one, Platy. Thank you. I'm not going to use it against Penetrator, because I think Penetrator is too fast for this spell, right? Yeah, I can only think of, like, Tower Knight, who really gets wrecked by this. King Alon, definitely not. Obviously nothing in Stonefang, and we've already beaten those bosses. Valley Defilement, maybe against Garl Vinland, because it'll get past his shield, possibly? Is that worth it, though? I don't know. Yeah, maybe Freck is the better option, huh?
Once, I lusted after demon souls.
Uh-huh.
I passed the fissure into Boletaria, but became trapped by the Nexus. Then, the king's executioner, Meralda, chained me up inside that tower. My thirst for demon souls is no more. On the contrary, I find such power dangerous.
Uh-huh.
Frake wields a different type of magic from my witchcraft. Frake's magic stems from an understanding of the essence of the demon soul, while my witchcraft merely channels its energy.
It would kill the real King Alon. That's true, John. It would kill the real King Alon. You know, that might change the calculus.
Frake's power comes from human potential, while mine is a dark, dependent art.
Are you doing any PWT, PBT stuff? I'm not sure what that is, Platy. Is that kind of PvP? I'm sorry. I'm probably being stupid right now, but I have no idea what you're
I owe my life.
what you're trying to get at. Yeah, I think that's probably where we're gonna do it then. We're gonna do a Penetrator, and then we'll call it today. Because I'm pretty sure Penetrator I can beat with either this spell, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure all I need is a warding spell, Soul Ray, and then maybe a Fireball. It just depends. Do I want that spell from Frake, or do I want to hold on? Oh, what's the cost?
Bravo. I can. Oh, thank you. As promised.
It's one of those things where if I can, like, make Penetrator laughably easy, I might want to get Firestorm, but you know what? Let's just do this, because I think this will be better in the long term. Yeah, I think this is going to be better in the long term, so. Yeah, let's do this then. Attune my magic.
Are you certain?
Yeah. Alright, so I need 2 spaces. So we'll get rid of Cloak. Haven't really been using that. Oh, we don't need Enchant Weapon or any of that, so, we'll get rid of Fire Spray. I'm gonna miss it! But Warding and Soul Ray are just too good. We're buffing our intelligence, though, so we might be able to get an extra slot so I can put Fire Spray back on. My favorite spell! Alright, let's try this. Not gonna lie, not bad. Why don't we have this spell in Elden Ring, by the way? It would be better than all the lava spells from Gelmir. Is there different builds in this game? Yes, Andy, there are tons of different builds. One of the cool things about Demon Souls is that depending on your build, you can really decide how you play the game. Because the idea, basically, I'm assuming you know, like, nothing about Demon Souls. The idea with Demon Souls is that you go into a hub area, and you have access to 5 different worlds, quote-unquote, right? And they're 5 different, like, Dark Souls areas, essentially. Well, actually, it's more like a string of 3 Dark Souls areas per thing, but anyway, point is basically you get a bunch of mini Dark Souls worlds you can explore. And basically, each world is tailored to not only sort of be balanced, where the further you get in, the more difficult it is, but also that the items and stuff you get suit different builds. So as a magic build, I went to Latria first, because Latria has the stuff I want for my magic build. But if you're, say, I think if you're a priest, you want to go to Valley of Defilement first. If you're, say, a standard warrior, then you want to just kind of go to Boletaria and Stonefang, because they have a bunch of stuff for you there, right? It's just one of those kind of things where your playthrough with Demon Souls can change whenever you know the game and you kind of know where items and stuff are. You can kind of start playing with different builds and kind of trying to, you know, play as efficiently as possible going to certain areas first. Anyway, that's enough for that. Let's actually play that video game. Let's see how powerful this fireball is. It's getting late, guys. I'm sure so many people have already gone to sleep. They probably want to go to sleep. Nice! And it lingers a little. So that's promising. That's not. You're as strong as a knight in Area 2. More full moon grass. Goodness me, these guys drop so much grass. Oh gosh, let me do this before you have another episode. There's nothing down here. Nothing to worry about. Go away. I'm on the West Coast. Only 9 p.m. here. That's good, Platty. That means I can at least count on you being here until the end. Everyone else, they've left me. I'm alone. Daddy, I realized I have no friends back at my school. All my friends in Latria are dead. All my schoolyard chums. They've all left me. I'm alone. So alone. I can't take the loneliness, Daddy. Why has God abandoned me? Oh wow, more. That's a lot of full moon grass. It's the time to go to Prince Lothric, everybody. We're climbing the bridge over to the good old prince. Oh no! It's the Lothric Knights! Oh, oh no. Damn it. No, that doesn't get through either. Woo! That worked. Good. Nice. Nice, perfect. Alright, we dealt with the 3 bozos from hell. Now we can move on to the important stuff. Fresh spice. Fresh spice. Fresh spice. We'll do some Crescimoon grass. Just 2 of those. I'm still here, I guess. Yeah, you're also here, Xavier. Nice to have you. Again, it's nice to have all you guys who stick around for me at any part of the stream. Like, I don't care if you guys have to leave early, if you can only drop in for a few minutes or something. Just kind of having you guys come in, checking in on me, watching along for a little bit. I like it all. Let's see. Young Ostrava quotes. Let's see. That sounds cool. I definitely want to play. Yeah, Andy. If you ever get the chance to get a PS5, you know, find a PS5 somewhere out in the wild, definitely consider getting Demon Souls. It's quite the unique FromSoft experience. I see. So the water ends there. I'm assuming you can't look at the, yeah, you can't reach the far side to kind of see how that plays out. Gosh. Truly majestic. Alright, time to go see Prince Lothric, everybody. I'm gonna assume this pauses during the cutscene, so just do this in advance. He doesn't even smile at the most important moment. Gosh, what were they thinking? Well, that blood effect still looks awful, but whatever. Hey guys, one of the few good designs in the remake. Because it actually looks like the original, but more detailed. Oh! Hey buddy. And dead.
One more demon down.
And there he goes. Taking the form of Metis. We got rid of the demonic fake. The true knight lies up ahead.
Fine work back there. Then again, how could a demon ever stand up to a bona fide knight?
Yeah, I'm not feeling Bjor from
You have
this
gone
performance.
ahead. I must be getting older. I need some rest.
Yeah, your actor is looks like he's pretty old, so I wouldn't be surprised. Did his sword have blood magic in the original? I actually don't recall. I want to say it looked just plain and regular, and that the blood effect is new. But it kind of makes sense because he's supposed to have, like, the curse weapon aspect to it. Well. Well. Serves you right. At least... I can't believe a demon stole my kill. I was finally gonna get revenge on him. Silver demon soul. Lead. Bronze. Silver. That's neat. Nice little variation of the statues here. The King's Tower. Yeah, that's cool. Oh no, a dragon. It's dead. It's dead, Jim. And there's our Three Stooges. It's kind of funny how Dark Souls 3 mixes it up, where it gives you the Three Stooges and then the Bridge of Hell to get up to the King's Tower. Versus the other way around, it's like, hey, go through the Bridge of Hell to the King's Tower, and then get to the Three Stooges. Again, FromSoft games are very much poetry in their own respects. Just the way they kind of are always in a dialogue with each other. It's a very fascinating dynamic that's you don't see in a lot of games. Yeah, this is neat. Alright, guys, I think we're gonna end it here. Yeah, look at pictures. It seems normal. Maybe it has a blue light trail. Yeah, I think it might light up or something when it does, like, the stabby attack, but I think that's about it. That sounded like it came from the other cheeks. Alright, let's level up, guys. Yeah. So close. Yeah. Now, I forget. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Yuria gives us cursed weapon.
Are you certain you wish to liquid?
Yes,
or
yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yes, I'm sure. Yeah, cursed weapon. Strengthen and curse right hand weapon. Magic derived from the soul of the penetrator demon. Use cast with left hand, but also the cursed weapon's size. Symbolizes the mighty sword wielded by the penetrator that has slain countless warriors who bravely face the demons. Is this just better enchanted weapon? Like, what damage type does this do, I wonder? Doesn't really tell me. Bye, thanks for the stream. Yeah, guys, we're gonna... I'll look it up for next stream, so...
Thank you. Let me pass. I am one step. Our human potential is great.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Light weapon. Magic derived from the soul of the penetrator. Okay, left great. Let's do the weapon equipped with the right hand. So mighty sword. I don't know, chat. I don't know what would be better. It seems like this would be weaker just based on the look and what it requires, but we'll have to see. Anyway, I'll be looking into it myself later. Until next time, guys, thanks for coming in. Loved having ya. Hopefully we'll be doing more Demon Souls episodes in the future, because I've kind of been neglecting it for the past few weeks. Anyway, bye-bye now.